If you want to learn how to use Zapier Forms, this video will walk you through the whole process step by step in a simple and beginner-friendly way. By the end, you'll know how to set up a Zapier workflow, connect your trigger and action, test everything properly, and publish your form automation so it's ready to use. Zapier Forms can save you a lot of time by automating lead capture, form responses, and other repetitive tasks, so if you're trying to build faster workflows, this is exactly what you need. And before we begin, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this one. First, go to Zapier in your browser and sign into your account if you haven't already. Once you're on the Zapier dashboard, look for the Create button at the top. Click on Create and then choose Zap Workflows. This is where you'll begin building the automation that will connect Zapier Forms with the app or process you want to use. Now you'll see the setup for your Zap. The first thing you need to do is choose your trigger. The trigger is the event that starts the automation. Click on Trigger and then search for the app you want to use as the starting point. For example, you can type in Facebook lead ads if you want to collect leads from Facebook. Once you find the app, select it from the list. After that, you'll need to choose an event. In this example, select New Lead. This tells Zapier what kind of activity should start the workflow. Once you choose the event, Zapier will ask you to log in to your account for that app. Go ahead and sign in so Zapier can access the data it needs to detect new leads or form responses. Next, move on to the action step. Click on Action because this is where you decide what happens after the trigger is detected. In the search box, type Zapier Forms and select it. This connects your automation to Zapier Forms so you can build the form-related action you want. Once Zapier Forms is selected, click on Choose an Event and pick the option that matches what you want your workflow to do. After selecting the event, sign into your account again if Zapier asks you to. This step is important because Zapier needs permission to connect everything correctly. When both the trigger and action are in place, click Build It at the top. This takes you into the final setup phase where you can review the workflow and make sure everything is connected properly. Take a moment to check each step so you know your automation is set up the right way. Now it's time to test it. Click Test Run so Zapier can verify that the automation works. Testing is very important because it helps you catch any issues before you publish. If the test runs successfully, you'll know your trigger and action are working together as expected. Finally, once everything looks good, click Publish. This activates your Zapier form workflow and makes it live. From that point on, Zapier will automatically handle the process for you based on the rules you created. And that's it. You've now learned how to use Zapier Forms by creating a Zap, choosing a trigger, selecting an action, logging in, testing the workflow, and publishing it. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next step-by-step guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.